So all of this started in the most unexpected way. Like, my background is, I'm a Bangladeshi Muslim, born and raised in England. The blueprint of myself was to work at my dad's Indian restaurant, to become a doctor, to become a lawyer. Anything outside of that means you're a failure. I was always born an artist, and all I ever wanted to do was just make pretty pictures, have a family, and be a stay-at-home dad. A house husband. That was my dream for myself, and it still is. But life took me down this amazing path, and it all happened when I couldn't get drunk anymore. My whole identity was created in 1993 when I started drinking. I was a raging alcoholic and I had severe addiction problems. I've almost died a few times with liver damage and kidney damage. The doctors literally said, if you keep on drinking anymore, in 3 months' time, you will die. I can never ever get life insurance because of my medical records. All because I didn't know how to connect with women. I needed to disconnect by drinking and taking drugs in order for me to connect. I had genital mutilations, so I had a lot of body shame around my lingam. I needed to be drunk, turn the lights off so I could be naked to have sex with someone. And sex for me was really important. Sex for me is love. Sex for me is a relationship. I love love. I'm a hopeful romantic. My whole view of love was created from Disney. Like codependency. I needed someone to complete me. And I also came from a Bangladeshi Muslim upbringing, so I needed to get married and have kids. So that's all I ever wanted for myself. So I wasn't always handsome and charismatic and amazing with great tits and abs. Nope. I was actually a really sickly child. I've suffered from depression since 1988 when I actually tried to kill myself. I've suffered from addiction since 1993 and severe loneliness since 2004. And then I found Tantra. I had my awakening in 2014 when I was at Burning Man, and I couldn't get drunk anymore. My body literally couldn't absorb the alcohol. So I couldn't connect with anyone anymore. I found it really difficult to even look at someone in the eye. At Burning Man, my role was to make out and be a spirit guide for people and take them on outrageous adventures across the desert. But that fuel, that identity I'd created through being a raging alcoholic and the most funnest guy at the party, I couldn't be that guy anymore. So when I went back to London, back to my advertising job, and not being able to drink or function on drugs, because the whole advertising land is built on fast pace, deadlines, gotta get this done by yesterday. I no longer had that fuel to keep me going. I couldn't do anything anymore. And that's when the most insane things happened. When I was making love to one of my partners, I tensed inside of her and I saw all this electricity flow through her. She turned blue and these angel wings erupted out of her back. And I wasn't on drugs and I wasn't tripping, this was sober. And I asked her, there was this moment when I saw you, you turned blue, and she said, no way, I felt that. Electricity went through me and I felt all this energy flow through my back. And I was like, that's weird. And then it happened again with another lover from another Burning Man, where I went to see her in Sweden and I started to feel all these rainbows coming through my hand into her yoni and burst out of her head. And she was like convulsing. And I've never seen anything like this in my life. And I was like, something weird's going on. And she was like, oh my god, I can see rainbows and colours. I'm like, none of this makes sense. What the fuck is going on? So I basically asked the internet. Back then there wasn't a lot of, no one was doing Tantra. None of my friends even know what a chakra is. And no one's vegan and definitely no one's meditating back in 2014. But I asked my friends on the internet, and the people of Facebook said, your Kundalini is being activated. Google, what's Kundalini? Your shaman body's being activated. What's a shaman? Like, I'm literally Googling everything to find out what the fuck is going on. In the meantime, everyone around me, a lot of people are going through the same thing. A lot of them asked help from their parents and their friends, and a lot of them got taken to the doctors, given pills to suppress this, and some of them even got sectioned. Whereas I had a group of friends who said, wow, you're coming online, something cool is happening to you. And my background is I'm a geek, raised in comic books, and it sounded like I was becoming a superhero. So I googled everything and I found a lot of answers around Tantra, Kundalini activation, third eye activation, and it was all real. It was happening in a different part of society that I never knew existed. And I found out who they were when I stopped drinking. When I fell off the rat race, had my burnout, and I had to discover who I really was without the conditioning of society. And that's when I discovered Tantra. So are you ready to become the ultimate sex god and experience the best sex of your life? Are you ready to become more confident and assertive in the bedroom? Then join me and my Instant Sex God online course now and take the first step towards a lifetime of pleasure and satisfaction. But that's not all. If you go to instantsexgod.com right now, you could download my free guide, 12 Steps to Becoming an Instant Sex God today. This book contains 12 life-changing tips that you could implement today. You'll also receive bonus materials, next level courses, and so much more. The original price for this is $2,500, but for a limited time only, it is now $597. Buy now on instantsexgod.com. You'll learn the tools and techniques to become a true master of your sexual energy and your life. If you're not opposed to learning and growing and giving your partner life-changing orgasms, then click instantsexgod.com right now. Only if you're committed to improving yourself. Are you ready to unlock your full sexual potential and gain godlike confidence in the bedroom and the boardroom? With my holistic approach and expert instruction, you'll be on your way to becoming a masterful lover in no time. The 3 keys to Tantra are breath, sound, and movement. Also, slowing things down to 40% and starting to feel more. And if you think you're going slow, go slower. This is the key sentence you want to take away from this beautiful presentation. Go slow, feel more, and 10x your sex life today and become the man women have been dreaming of. So buy this course today.